It is time to have a big, brutal unhaul and bookish spring cleaning. Alright guys, it's time to be brutal. All of these books I have not liked. Do you want to guess how many book series I'm in the middle of? Testing.
It's not here either.
I feel like they could have done more with the font. This font is like kind of boring. The one that I didn't really want, I got. So. Okay, it's time for a brutal unhaul of books and a major spring cleaning. We're mostly going to be focusing on bookshelves and also kind of just tidying up my Notion. So I do have a Notion. I've been using Notion to keep track of all the series I'm in the middle of, my physical TBR, my monthly TBRs, but mostly I'm going to be looking at it to just keep track of series and books I want to read and all that fun stuff. So we're going to be doing that in today's videos. I am somebody that loves to buy books. I love to buy books. But I also have the mindset where I feel like I need to constantly refresh my shelves. And also, if there's any books that I don't like, what is the point of keeping them? So these middle shelves have kind of just been for whatever, right? They kind of, well, I have Fourth Wing, I have Powerless up here. So basically my plan is I think one of these shelves I'm going to use as like a spring shelf, like, well, seasonal shelf. So it'll be like books that I feel like are fitting for the springtime, maybe. I think that might be cute. I may decide not to do that if I get too lazy, because then I'll have to change them like every season. And this one, I'm thinking either one, I'm not sure. One of these needs to be like my monthly TBR shelf. But I think that's mainly kind of what I want to do. And right now, I do have some books that are in alphabetical order. And I did love doing alphabetical order, but I don't think I can keep doing that, only because I've noticed that in a lot of my videos, you only see these two shelves right here, really, these bottom three. I don't know if you can see them with the way my camera is, but these bottom three, these are the shelves you majoritarily see in my videos, and I want them to be books that I really, really love. I think it's time to just go through everything and figure things out, and maybe I'll have a lot of room. And I'm just going to get rid of some books that I know I'm never going to read. So at the very, very bottom, we have the Vanishing Cherry Blossom Bookshop. We have First Time Caller, The Do-Over, The Nightingale, and also we have The Raven Scholar. Okay, these are at the bottom because I just haven't put them away. There's literally no other reason. Told you I was going to be brutal. I'm going to unhaul The Nightingale and The Raven Scholar because these are books that I'm probably never going to read again, and I don't want to continue the series of The Raven Scholar, so there's no point in me keeping them. These books are in such good condition, so I'm hoping that maybe I can try to sell them on Pango or see if any family members want them. Alright guys, it's time to be brutal. I am going to be getting rid of the entire Twisted series. I did not realize that it did that. Uh-oh. This series I didn't love, so what is the point in keeping a series that I don't love? Don't care about these, so these are going in the pile. Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson I am going to be getting rid of. I didn't really love this one. At first I really loved it, but the main character was so annoying. And The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Livenseller. I've had it for so long that I feel like I'm not going to read it, so I think I'm just going to put this in the get rid of pile. So I am already getting rid of 8 books. But I will be getting rid of Holiday Ever After by Hannah Grace. I hated this. So, I do not know how I don't have the love hypothesis. How do I not have the love hypothesis? Okay, it's time to move on to the next shelf. And this is my kind of Caraval, Once Upon a Broken Heart, all that fun stuff. I am definitely keeping all these. I love this series so much. And, alright guys. We have the not Maple Hills. What is this? The Dream Harbor series. I'm going to be getting rid of these. All of them. I also have one on my TBR card that I'm going to get rid of because all of these books I have not liked. They seem so cute and just simple romances, but gosh, they're so spicy. And these are on KU anyway. So if I really want to continue the series, I will. But I'm not interested. The covers are cute, but I've hated all of them. Alright, and then we've got this shelf. We've got Hunger Games, Sunrise on the Reaping, and all that fun stuff. I'm going to be keeping the Hunger Games, of course. And unfortunately, I think I'm going to be getting rid of Legend Born by Tracy Dion. The plot itself was interesting, and I wish I could continue it, and I could, but I think the magic system was way too complicated for me to understand, and I had a lot of trouble understanding the second half of it. So I think for now, I don't know, it's like a part of me wants to keep it and a part of me doesn't, but I don't think I'm going to continue the series. There's no point of keeping it if I'm not going to continue it, especially if there's someone else out there that would really love this edition of it, because I don't know how many editions are still have the sprayed edges, but I am going to be getting rid of this. Okay, we're going up higher. I had to get the mic because I don't think you're going to be able to see me, but I'll try to make this quick. I'm going to be keeping all of the Cruel Prince trilogy. And then we also have Love Light Farms and In the Weeds by B.K. Borison. I am going to be getting rid of these because I did not like Love Light Farms. And then we have Once You're Mine by Morgan Bridges. I am getting rid of this because I didn't like it. I am going to be getting rid of The Betrothed and The Betrayed because I haven't even thought about reading these, so these are going. And then I'm going to be getting rid of Where He Can't Find You. If you are into the monster-y type, almost paranormal mystery thrillers, definitely read this. You'll probably really like it. I'm going to be keeping all of these because I liked Brother. I might reread it one day because I don't remember much of it. That's one of the perks of not being able to remember a lot of books that you read, because you can reread them again and then have like the same fun experience. Okay, so we have Powerless again, Reckless, Fearless, Fearful, Powerful. Okay, I am going to keep all these just for the memories. All right, and then we have Fourth Wing. I'm going to be keeping all of these. Okay, the very, very, very top shelf right here is my boyfriend's like nerd shelf. And when I mean nerd shelf, it has like his like, what is this? It has his money books, and it has his Python crash course. Just all kinds of techie stuff that I don't really understand, so we're not going to touch that. The ACOTAR books, definitely going to be keeping those. And we have the first two Throne of Glass books. And then back here, randomly, just because I threw it somewhere, we have Firefly and Lane by Kristen Hanna. This is actually my stepmom's, and she let me borrow it, but I'm going to give it back to her because I don't think I'm going to read it, because I don't think that I'm ready for Kristen Hanna right now. The Stars Are Dying by Chloe Seep and Aranda. I am going to be getting rid of this because I've had this for so long and I have not even thought about reading it. We have Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. I think I'm going to get rid of this because I just don't like the series and I don't think I'm going to continue it. Then we have The Final Girls and Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. Lock Every Door was a DNF, and then Final Girls, I think I'm going to get rid of these. Because Riley Sager, I really liked The Only One Left, but that's it. That's the only one I've liked by him. Middle of the Night wasn't good. I DNF'd Lock Every Door. Final Girls was just okay. I don't think Riley Sager's for me anymore. We are almost done, and then we can move on to my TBR card. Okay, so we have Archer's Voice, Travis, Grayson's Vow, all by Mia Sheridan. I have not read Travis or Grayson's Vow, but I think I'm going to be getting rid of these because I literally have not even thought about opening these or reading them ever since I got them. And then we have The Summer of Broken Rules. Haven't read it, but I'm going to keep it. And then we have What Happens at Midnight. I am also going to be keeping it. And then we have Project Hail Mary, Nightshade, and Out on a Limb. I'm going to be keeping all of those. And we have two books down here. We have Catabasis right here, and then we have One Dark Window. I'm going to be keeping One Dark Window, but I am going to be getting rid of Catabasis because I didn't really DNF it. I kind of just read 80 pages of it and didn't pick it back up again. I guess that means it is a DNF. The Wrong Bride by Katharina Mora. I think I am going to be getting rid of this one. The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. I am going to be getting rid of this because I have never had the pull to read it. Yeah, that's kind of a lot of books. It's time to go through my TBR cart because I feel like there's a couple of books on here that I'm never going to read. So let's see. Strawberry Patch Pancake House. Goodbye. We all know how I feel. You know what? My TBR card's pretty good, just besides the one, so that's awesome. We have one more place to check for more books. So, unfortunately, this area has kind of turned into my catch-all. I will be getting rid of Alchemy of Secrets. I didn't like this. I didn't love Just Friends. I rated it 2.5, but since this is a first print copy, I am going to be keeping it for a while, but I feel like one day I probably will get rid of it. I know that sounds bad, but I just don't think I'm ever gonna like think about it. See, I like to keep books that I know I will either read again or think about often. So that's kind of why I'm being so picky. I just don't want to have a bunch of books that I'm never gonna think of. You know what I mean? Verity by Colleen Hoover. Getting rid of this. Didn't like it. I've been in between if I've been wanting to get rid of Hideaway Heart, but this is a like famous person trope, so I think I need to keep it and read it for that. But I just haven't had the pull to like read this. But also, I feel like I've heard that Melanie Harlow is like a really spicy author. I don't mind spice. It's just like if it's so much, then it just takes me out of the story. So let me know if you guys have read this. I am going to keep it for now. So now I think it's time to do some rearranging. It has been a couple of days and my coffee's on the floor. That's not good. I am finally done and I'm really happy with how everything looks. I'm going to show you a couple of B-roll clips that I took earlier. So, as you just saw, my bookshelves are done, okay? And, let's go over a couple more things, because guess what? Guess what? I counted how many books I have on my physical TBR. You want to take a wild guess of how many books are on my physical TBR? 107. 107 books. Can you believe that? And I really thought I had maybe 70, but no, it's 107. And also, I calculated how many series I was in the middle of as well. Do you want to guess how many book series I'm in the middle of? Actually, this isn't even accurate because I feel like I'm forgetting some series, but 37 book series I'm in the middle of. But I am counting series that I will not be continuing as well. I was just going through Goodreads and I was like, okay, like how many series am I actually in the middle of? And then I'm thinking about doing a video where I talk about book series I will not be continuing. And then after I post that, maybe I can post another video of books. That sounds like a lot of videos. Now, I guess it's time to go to my Notion. I want to add all the books on my physical TBR to my Notion, but I think what I'm going to prioritize on my Notion now is kind of getting it a little organized in the sense of series. I need to go through and check how many series I actually want to continue and how many series I actually want to DNF. So let's hope we can bring it down a little bit because 37 is a lot. Let's go to my Notion and get some work done, but also I am going to add another element to this bookish spring cleaning thing. I need to record audiobook. It's called I think I can say what it's called. It's called The Flame of the White Horseman. It is a faith-based romantasy. It's about this girl named Lucia, and she has been kind of stuck in this world, and she's stuck with a bunch of men. They're kind of teaching her to be like them, and she kind of realizes that she's being lied to. And there is this other guy, his name is Nick, and he has a job to go save Lucia because she's very, very important. But I'm really, really excited. You will be able to get it on Audible, but if you guys want to keep note on that, and then when it comes out, I'll obviously let you guys know, and then you can go listen to me. I will say though, there is a couple of chapters in Nick's POV, and you're probably wondering, oh, is there a guy doing that? It's me. Let me tell you, sounding like a guy is really, really hard. But anyways, let's get to work on all the other things I just said, because there's a lot to do. I literally just changed, and the first thing that you need to do before recording for an audiobook is you need to get cozy, okay? Because you're gonna be in there for probably 4 hours. Something very, very, very important for audiobooks is that you have to get your voice ready. And part of that is why I'm talking so much right now, so I can kind of warm up my voice and get it ready. Because obviously when you wake up in the morning and your voice is all groggy, you can't immediately start recording. You won't sound consistent through the book, right? Another big thing that I love is throat coat tea, and that's what I'm making right now. So let me go and grab it. Okay, so I have 2 different ones. There's this kind and this kind. Honestly, I think I like this one better. It has this ingredient in it called slippery elm, and it helps kind of like literally coat your voice and kind of make it more like I don't know how to explain it, but a lot of people drink throat coat tea, and the taste, I was kind of worried about the taste, but honestly, I mean, it's a weird taste. It's been really, really fun. It is very time consuming though. Do not be like me and accept 3 offers at once, because that's what I did. I turned in the other 2, but this one that I'm talking about to you right now, I like this story the most out of all of them. So that's why, because I want to recommend you guys a good book. So I think that this one, especially if you're somebody that enjoys like faith-based, I think you would really like it. So definitely keep Flame of the White Horseman on your list. But don't yell at me. Don't message me and be like, your guy voice sucks. And I'll be like, I know it sucks. Here is what it looks like when you first walk in. I know, it's a mess. It's a work in progress. Basically, you walk in and this is what it looks like. I just turned on my computer. Here's all my panels. It helps with sound dampening and also helping from my voice bouncing back and forth. My Rode NT1, okay, and then this is my interface, my big boy interface. This is new. I'm really proud of it. And I need to save, oh my gosh, my dirty socks. Don't look at those. I got this chair from the garage. I need a better chair. It has like paint on it and stuff. I don't even remember what chapter I was on. And almost every single time I start recording, Marshall decides to bark at everything. And even though it is soundproof in here, you can hear him bark. And you can hear it in the recording, and that's really annoying. So I'll show you guys a little bit of how I record, but I'm not going to share too much because obviously it's kind of a secret. And if you want to listen to the book, make sure to keep an eye out for Flame of the White Horseman on Audible. Let's go ahead and get to work. I remember doing the, oh, wait. Testing. Chapter 13. I am still hesitant to trust him or share too much. I've only ever been given reason after reason not to trust. Especially men. We know that's right. Mint and rain. It helps me stay in the here and now. I decided it wasn't the path I wanted for my life, so I left. I'm uninterested in seeing the pity on his face. How did you manage all that time? A flash of something across his face. Concern or outrage. Okay, sorry the angle is a little bit weird, but this is kind of my notion. I'll give you guys a little bit of like a tour, I guess. Listen, I don't know a lot about Notion at all. Still getting used to it. So I have my welcome page. It's just my little table of contents. And I have these 2 I have 1 quote. I'm proud of myself. Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. But I didn't know how to move it, because I wanted it kind of in the middle, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, I have YouTube 2026 goals, 26 and 2026, series tracker, and physical TBR. I will not be filling out my physical TBR today because that's going to be a lot of work in this video. And honestly, it doesn't matter. Just know I'm going to do it eventually. We're first going to look at is our 2026 goals. Okay, these are just kind of personal-ish, 5,000 subscribers on booktube, aka YouTube, post more on Instagram. First of all, obviously I haven't I haven't even reached 4,000 on booktube. Don't even know if I'll get to 5,000, but hey, I mean, I'm still having fun, and that's all that matters. But I decided, either go big or go home, post more on Instagram. Kinda, not really. I'm really bad about posting on Instagram. I am not good at taking pictures of things, or just I'm not good at it. I've never been good at taking pictures. Spend less, borrow books more. Have not gone to the library once, so let's just say I haven't done that. Still obviously have time to do all these goals, by the way. I will try to go to the library and actually borrow books, but you know how it is. I love buying books and spending money. It's my favorite thing ever. And use reading journal. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not happening. I'm not gonna use a reading journal because it's just not for me. Reading journals aren't for me. Even the simple ones, I just don't care. I think any notes that I have, I'll just make a notion about it, to be honest, because I just don't care to really keep a reading journal. 26 and 2026, every Wednesday. I don't even post every Wednesday anymore. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is kind of just the books I want to read in 2026. Obviously, some of them have been checked off. I feel like I've been doing decent. I have a video of my 2026 and 2026 if you guys want to check it out. Pretty plain and simple. On my radar. So these are books that I feel like I would really like, that I've kind of heard about, and I want to keep a note of them. I did kind of put a few in here that I kind of want to take out. Daughter of No Worlds. I don't know if I'll actually read that, but it's on Kindle Unlimited, so it's like I might as well try, right? So any books that I feel like sound interesting, I want to keep note of. That way if I'm at the bookstore, because so many times when I go in the bookstore and I go to buy books, suddenly my mind goes blank and I have no idea what I want to buy. Monthly TBR. So I wanted to keep track of all the books that I choose to read each month. Obviously, I have my January, February, and I kept track of what I missed. So I'm also including books that were on my TBR, but also books that I just decided to read. I put bonus books right here. That's what that means. So bonus, it means I didn't pick it for my TBR that month, but I read it that month anyway. Let's see how April's doing. Not very well. Let's continue. But yeah, I feel like that's a really good way of kind of keeping track. Oh, I put a note here. I don't know why I did that. Learning so much about the past, seeing Emily was heartbreaking. Yeah, that's not really like a spoiler or anything. Anyways, I don't know why I wrote that there actually. Series tracker. This is going to be the page I'm going to be editing the most. We have the Windy City series, Boys of Tommen, Wicked Games, Chestnut Springs, Kingdom of the Wicked, When in Rome, Lightlark, Nightshade, Shatter Me. Oh, we can check these off because I finished it. The Scars Within, the Prison Healer, Out series, Dream Harbor series. So we'll have to take this off, for example, because I'm not going to finish it. Legendborn, might have to take that off. Rebel Blue Ranch, have to take that off. There's a lot of series I'm missing, so I'm going to be filling that out, basically. And then we'll see at the very end how many I have. My physical TBR, obviously that is blank because I haven't done it yet. And this page is my YouTube page. So I haven't really been keeping track. So for example, I wanted to do my spring cleaning bookshelf video in March. Obviously that's not happening. Something I kind of liked keeping track of, I think I did really good in February. Yeah, in February I kept track of like what days I uploaded videos on, but something I also really loved is in some of them, let me show an example. So for example, my most intimidating book video, I put the URL here and then I put my sub count because I kind of wanted to like look at the growth, if that makes sense. So I think that's the last time I did that though, because I kind of stopped keeping track. So for example, this was February 23rd, 2026. I uploaded the most intimidating books video and my sub count was 3,456. But today I can say that, less than 2 months later, I got to 3,623. So that's like about 200 subscribers. So that's like pretty good for 2 months, 100 subscribers a month, which is kind of crazy when you really think about it. So I just kind of like to keep track and just see how things are going. Have not done anything for April yet, obviously, and I kind of want to add in like what days I posted what videos, so I'm going to be doing that. And that's it. That's kind of all I have for my Notion. I'm going to do this and we will reconvene. It might be the same night. Nah, it's probably gonna be the next day.
Dude, this series is so long. Also, fully didn't even realize Fourth Wing's not on here. Oh my god, and A Court of Thorns and Roses is not on here. Okay, hi everybody. It is the next day. Last night, oh my gosh, you can see Boots' little paws. So let's go ahead and go through a little bit of what I did. I didn't do much. I went through and kind of inserted like videos that have been uploaded. So March wrap up was uploaded on, April 3rd, and then my One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns spoiler reading vlog was uploaded on the 8th. And I want to upload a video maybe on either the 17th or the 18th, so it just says video because I have no idea. It's either going to be this video that you're watching right now, or it's going to be the series I'm not continuing, like talking about book series I'm not going to continue, because I just filmed that actually. Yeah, and then obviously the 24th is the Shatter Me reading vlog, and then after that, I'm sure May TBR will go in somewhere. I've kind of gotten a little bit behind. Usually I like to make some sort of reading challenge or reading vlog with the books that I choose in my TBRs, obviously, but this month was a little hectic, so I don't know how many books are actually going to be like in reading vlogs, but I am going to try to listen to them, but I still haven't really finished any of them. I haven't read any of these so far. I'm almost done with Powerless, but other than that, these other ones, I'm not, I don't know what's going to happen. But luckily I have like a lot of stuff on audiobook as well that I'll probably listen to. Anyways, let's get into the series tracker. I went through and added things. I feel like we talked about these. Okay, here's where I added some stuff. So I added the Undone series, Unsteady I read, and then there's Unloved and Unbound, Flame and Thorns, the Emprian series, and I put question mark. Same with actually the next 3. I don't know what the book's going to be called, but I know it's going to come out at some point. And then same with A Court of Thorns and Roses. She announced 2 books that are coming out, one in October, one in January. So I just put question marks for placeholders. Heartstrings, I don't know if she came out with the title. I don't exactly remember. And the Fitzpatrick Christmas series, that's literally what it's called. That's the holiday romance book. Ghosted series, it's Good Spirits, and Grim Tidings that comes out in the fall time. Then we have obviously the Rose Bargain series, You've Reached Sam. The next book is You've Reached Oliver, and then the Not in Love series, which I didn't know it's kind of like interconnected. You don't have to like read them in order. That has Problematic Summer Romance, and then Love, Life, and the List, and then Letters of Enchantment. I was like, do I want to add this? I don't know if I'm gonna read Wild Reverence. I'm just a little intimidated about it for some reason. This section is interesting. This is new series that are interconnected to series I have finished. Shatter Me, The New Republic, for example, and then the Stolen Heir duology. I have these 2 books. I bought these last year. They were on sale at Books A Million, and this follows like a character actually they're very, very similar. They follow the younger boy of both series in the first generation, if that makes sense. So that's kind of interesting. This follows Oak, and this one follows James. With that being said, I think there was 29. So this is 29 series in total. And I am counting these as well as like series, obviously. And I didn't do anything else. I mostly just fixed up my series tracker and I fixed up my YouTube thing. Anyways, that's the end of this little section here. And I did want to let you know that I did get a lot of chapters done with the audiobook the other day. I got 4 chapters done. I need to send those in, but I need to do more recording this week sometime. But I'm really, really excited because the next part of this video and the last part of this video is going to Barnes and getting some new releases that I'm really, really excited about. And I think, honestly, I'm going to pick up 3 books. See the first book, Watch Me. I'm gonna look around a little bit, but I might not be able to get it, but this is so pretty. I'm gonna look for Starside, but I'm gonna also look around a little bit more for Watch Me. I'm surprised it's not next to it, but I looked over here. It's not here either, so it might just be gone. Okay, guys, they didn't, obviously I went in and got the Thorn Queen, which is my anticipated release, but I wanted Starside. They didn't have it at all. And they didn't even have Watch Me by Tahira Mafi as well, because I want to read that series. I know I don't need it, but I'm just gonna check the mall, because there's a Barnes in the mall. I'm gonna check if they have it. But I got a really cute green bag. Obviously I like green. Anyways, we're gonna go over there real quick and hopefully they have it. So here are the books I got at Barnes & Noble. It's been a couple of days. Obviously did not find Watch Me by Tahira Mafi. I was really surprised that I couldn't find it. But of course, the most important thing, The Thorn Queen by Sasha Payton Smith. Look at this cover. I almost didn't really like this color, right? But it kind of grew on me when I saw it. I don't know, it looks really cool. And then the edges, I can't believe how cool these are. And then the next book, Starside. This is gonna be really interesting because I feel like the person asked me, like, when I got this, he was like, "Are you an Alex Astor fan?" I was like, I guess. I was like, well, I've read Lightlark and Nightbane, but I just heard this one was a lot better. Here are the edges. I don't know what her team does for her covers, but I think they're really cool and unique with like the different editions you can get. However, it is a little overwhelming because then you don't know what kind you want to get. I feel like they could have done more with the font. This font is like kind of boring. But I guess they need a simple font to, because I guess maybe it would look a little crazy. Oh, and here's the map. And then here's the front. And they're all different. They're all different according to where you get the book from. Oh, also, I got something for myself. I went to Miniso, which is already dangerous. I cannot go into that store. Anyway, I got this Latte Bear Fitness, and they're Sanrio. They're so cute, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, they're all cute. Like, I'll take any of them. Except one. There's one on here that I didn't really want, and the one that I didn't really want, I got. So anyway, that's pretty much the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and just, you know, I felt like this video was kind of all over the place, but I had a lot of fun organizing my bookshelves, going through all the series I'm in the middle of, recording audiobooks, and going to Barnes, of course. I actually have to go record a little bit more tonight, so wish me luck on that. But thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!